Hey, welcome back to Lombere Tactical. I'm your host, Eric Lombere, and I got something really cool to show you today, and that's going to be the holster that I had made, it's custom made, for my Chiappa Rhino. Now this is, as you may know, a very unique styled gun. It's featured in a lot of movies, and that's just because of its unique style, but that creates its own challenge when you're searching for accessories for this gun, especially if you want to carry it. So after a lot of searching and after debating on what I wanted to have set up for this gun, I finally made my choice of the type of holster I was going to use, and that was largely determined by this light that I have attached to it. So this is the Olight PL-2 Mini, and what makes this light unique is that it has a ratcheting system on the light. So as you can see here, I can ratchet the light forward and backwards here, and because of that in itself creates another unique scenario where if you wanted to create a holster for this gun, it truly needs to be custom because the light itself is in a unique position. It's a unique light. This is the only light in the world, as far as I know, that has a ratcheting system that's designed like that. And of course, the gun itself is very unique. So when you're looking for a holster, you need to find a company that can actually fit the holster to the gun with the light in this exact position. And that's what I found today. So what I have today is this hybrid holster made by Multi-Holsters. So obviously in the front you have the kydex shell, and then on the back you have the cowhide lining. And I went with this for really a couple reasons, and that's because primarily I've always used a 100% kydex holster with my Smith & Wesson Shield. Now that's what this holster is here. And this holster is really easy to use because it's easy to put on your belt, put in even sweatpants if you wanted to. It's very easy and small and easy to clip on. But it is uncomfortable if you're going to wear it for an extended period of time because the kydex starts to really rub into you. It gets really uncomfortable. For really short trips, it's actually more convenient because it's easier to put on, like I said. But if you're going to be using the holster for a long period of time, I was looking for something way more comfortable, and that's why I went with this one right here. So as you may know, the cowhide obviously is way more comfortable on your skin. It conforms to your body over time. I just got this a couple of days ago, so it's still shaping to my body. I haven't had too much time to wear it so far, but this is really a big step up in terms of comfort from what I could tell already. And I'll go ahead and put it on later on in the video so that you can see how it conceals the gun. But what I wanted to show you was that obviously this is a unique setup, and they were able to match this perfectly. So check this out. Clicks, right? Not falling out, right? Stays right in there. So the retention on it is fantastic. The fitment is fantastic. Oh, and if you were wondering, this is unloaded, so don't worry about that. But this holster is really a great holster. It gives you a lot of capabilities on the sides here. You could change the cant if you wanted to of the clips. So this isn't something I've decided to mess with just yet, but I wanted to give you my initial thoughts on this and my initial experience with it so far. Again, it's only been a couple of days that I've had it. But I do intend to carry the Chiappa Rhino for the majority of 2020, and this will essentially be added to my new updated everyday carry for 2020, which I'll make a separate video for later on. But this holster I'm really happy with. It fits the gun well, it conceals it well. The gun itself is very wide, and you would think it's hard to conceal. This is the 40DS model, so it is a pretty big gun, and it's going to be a little bit difficult to conceal. So this holster actually does a really good job with that, and I'll go ahead and try it on for you guys so you can see how it looks when you're wearing it with a t-shirt and then also with a jacket. So wait one second. Alright, so I got some jeans on for you, and I have my gun belt attached here. So I'm going to go ahead and put on the holster for you guys, and so you can see essentially the process. And again, this is a new holster, so it's still forming to my body, and it's been a bit of a challenge to make sure it fits properly, but I imagine that'll get easier over time. Now, compared to my kydex holster, this is much harder, more time consuming to put on. The kydex holster just takes a split second, essentially. But essentially this is what it looks like here with my shirt behind it. And you'll see how, again, large the gun is, and you would think it's not going to conceal well, but that's what I was really surprised with, which is how it conceals. Alright, so you see right here, and this is a pretty fitted shirt, so this is going to print more on this shirt than it would on other types of shirts. So I think it does a really good job. Now let me go ahead and throw a jacket on so you can take a look at that too. Alright, so if we were to throw on a jacket, obviously this is going to be far more concealable. And I think a carry like this would be obviously better suited for the winter, but I'm going to give it a shot for the majority of the year, so through the summer, and see how that works out. But as you can see, it fits well, looks well, and the draw is fairly easy to do. And getting it back in the holster has been a challenge just because I'm still learning how it fits with the gun. And the leather is still forming around my body as well as around the gun while it's in the holster, because it is a tight fit. Now, I'm sitting down right now, and the gun is very comfortable. It's not bothering me. That cowhide does a good job of distributing the weight across your belt line, so that it's not all focused into one area, and nothing is jamming into my side because the cowhide has that sweat shield, and so it's guarding the gun from touching me. So it's really comfortable, and the way I think I'm going to be using this is with the Smith & Wesson Shield. This would be essentially if I need to get out the house really quick, if I'm in a rush or something, this is much easier to put on, so I'll likely grab this one while I'm on the go. But if I know I'm going to be out for an extended period of time, then I will definitely go for the Chiappa, and that's essentially going to be my setup for 2020. Now, one thing to point out was when I first got the holster from when it was shipped to me, the retention was really tight. It was actually very difficult to get the gun in there, and even as you can see right now, I still need to adjust a bit of the retention, so I'm still tweaking it. But it was very tight, very hard to get the gun in. I loosened up some of the tension with the screws there, and it was able to loosen it up and be able to actually fit into the holster as you saw right now when I was wearing it. So anyways, I'm gonna do an updated video on that 2020 everyday carry video that's coming out, and I'll let you guys know my thoughts on how the holster is going. I'll also probably do some other customizations to it, so be sure to check in on that. If you liked the video, be sure to like it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.